Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. So some of you West Coasters, good morning. East Coast, good afternoon. Central, still morning time. All right, so I'm going to do my makeup, and I wanted to, while I was doing my makeup, just do like a little live chit chat, maybe answer some questions for those of you that do come on in real time. I'm here and happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay, this is like my favorite product, and it's empty, and I'm sad. So now I just gotta like wipe it all off. By the way, this is like your PSA. This is your reminder because all of us ladies do it. Don't squeeze the pimple. I have those pimple patches, and I thought I ran out, and I was messing with it. So now, of course, we got that little guy. It's flat, but it's a red spot because I squeezed too hard. You're not supposed to squeeze your face. Reminder to yourself. But if you do, this is like the best product. It's inexpensive. It's from The Remedy, and it's so good. And it's just like, you could put it on your whole face if you were working on like hyperpigmentation, but it's really good for just like spot treating. So it's a dark spot correcting treatment, and it has retinol, mandelic acid, kojic acid, glutathione, licorice root, tranexamic acid, niacinamide, silymarin, and something else I can't pronounce. But it's really, really good. So this spot will be like gone by the end of the week at most. So anyway, I love it. But I ran out and I need to get more of this. This is the Iconic Underglow Blurring Primer. I love mixing that with bronzing drops. I've also ran out of bronzing drops, so I need to get more of that. Let me show you why I do love this palette. I have two for color correcting. So if you have redness, you actually should cover your redness with either green, or you can do like a brown. So typically green is the one that neutralizes the red. But for me, I don't know if it's a skin tone or what, I really love going in with like a brownie pink color corrector. So let me just show you. You see that spot right there? I'm just gonna take a little bit of this brown and dot it. And it kind of has like a little bit of a pink undertone. So it's gonna brighten. It's gone. Now, obviously, in certain light, you are going to see a hint of it. You might see texture because it's obviously a pimple, but I just go like that. I don't overblend, leave it. I love it. So anyway, you could do green. This is really great, this palette. It has a bunch of color correcting things in here. It's like the orange will neutralize undertones of dark spots. I could have gone with the green, but I've been liking the darker. This one's a color corrector too. This is the Warm Sand, and it's a corrector. So it's got a little bit of pink. So let me show you my other favorite, corrector. The pink. It's like a brighter pink. I love it. And I just like apply the creams with my finger, and I usually let it sit for a second to like warm up on my actual skin before I start blending. And then I'll show you what I do. So anyway, what is today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I almost said Monday. To me, it feels like a Tuesday. I mean, it feels like a Monday. But happy Tuesday. I hope everyone had an amazing Easter weekend. And for those of you that celebrated Passover, I missed it. So happy Passover to you. Let me just brush these brows. Here we go. This, by the way, is the best brow glue. I have yet to find anything that is as good as this. And I like to brush them out typically. And then, let me show you. I brush out the excess. And I get the shape how I want it. And then I'll show you what I do. Press. I like flatten them to the face. And then I let them dry before I actually fill them in. So anyway, happy Tuesday. I'm a little like fired up today about a lot of different things. First of all, the promo was extended. So for those of you that haven't tried the peptides yet and have been dying to, and you're a new customer, now is definitely the time to try. You'll save $79 on the Power Trio, which is Fit, Lean, and Energized. So essentially your Energized is free. So we love that. If you've been thinking about trying and you haven't tried, now is definitely the time. If you need my link or you haven't found it on my stories yet, I got you. Yeah, this morning, so I was on the treadmill this morning, like doing my walk post leg day, and I was like in my thoughts and I was thinking about it because, you know, Kevin and I have been watching House of David. It's really good, like really good. I think is it on Netflix or Prime? I can't remember. But House of David, it is so freaking good. Obviously following along with the Bible and all of that. But one of the things I was thinking about that got me thinking on the treadmill was in the episode I was watching, it talks about, since it's the story of it, it's talking about the downfall of King Saul, like how he basically loses his reign because his ego, essentially. He forgets that God is the ultimate God. He is like, you know, it's his kingdom. And he kind of like just forgets to be grateful, and the power gets to his head and he starts to get an ego and he thinks he's better than, and like he doesn't thank God anymore. It's like more about himself. And so anyway, that's just like the long story short of it, right? And I'm still learning, so I'm not standing here saying like I'm an expert on all these things. But anyway, the point of this whole thought was that I was thinking about how I could relate this to life. And so the ego is what is probably humans' greatest downfall. So many people, their greatest downfall is their ego. Their ego gets in the way of being able to lead a life of true impact, leadership, with grace and compassion. And I think when ego comes into play, people panic. They start to try to attack others because of their own insecurities. And it's just not a healthy or good look. Now, I want to relate this to where I'm at with like leadership, the industry, what I've learned. And when I talk about the industry, I'm not just talking about like network marketing. I'm also talking about like life in general. Leadership, if you are in a corporate 9-to-5, let's just say you're running for like a huge promotion. And now all of a sudden your ego gets in the way, right? And that'll be your greatest downfall always. Now, some people who are ego driven continue to have success. And I say success because their success lies within themselves and not truly within the impact of others. And what I've learned after being in this industry, fitness industry, influencing industry, network marketing industry, is the ego is the enemy's way of infiltrating and attacking you when you are having success. And it's up to you to stay grounded and rooted, right? So that you don't get caught up in that and let your ego take over and literally dismantle everything. And so I have watched people that I have looked up to, people that I had admired in the industry as a whole, have their ego literally be their greatest downfall and ruin so much. Ruin relationships, ruin their business, ruin friendships. And I'm sharing all of this because I think it's a moment for a lot of us to reflect. Like yesterday, Shania Twain literally commented on my reel. And she reposted on her story. And it also got me thinking, like, most famous people that you tag or give credit to or anything like that don't repost you. They don't take time to comment and say thank you. And that's because she's not an ego-led artist, right? At least I don't think so. And I think that that's where it's like, that to me was like, wow, how beautiful. She took time. I'm like a nobody, and she still took time to like comment, acknowledge, give gratitude, and share. And I think that that's what's so important is like, don't get too high for yourself. You're not better than anybody. Like fitness professional, again, influencer, just stay-at-home mom, like leader in whatever industry you're in. If you start getting on that high horse and you think you're better than, I'm telling you, it's your greatest downfall. And it's ugly, and it doesn't really have long-lasting impact. You know what I think about? I always say this. I always think about everything I say and do literally can be recorded, screenshot, all of it. And there have been times in my life I may have said or did something that I wasn't proud of. And those were like a few years ago, even just a few years ago, I got caught up in the energy of people who were ego driven. And maybe I got caught up in gossiping because they were gossiping, or like trying to talk poorly about other people because they weren't doing what we were doing, or things like that. And I don't regret it, but it definitely was a lesson learned, because I'm not better than anybody. And the best of the best, like whatever you're in, you're not better than someone. And also, like, I think about like big time influencers, like that I'll comment on their stuff, or I'll message them, or maybe I've met them in real life, and they're not humble and they're not kind. And it gets you thinking, like, dude, the reason that you are where you are is because of the people. Like, how do you not acknowledge the people that essentially, yes, you created your brand and it was you that showed up and it was your creativity, but the people have to like it. And if you don't give back to your people and love on your people and, you know, just stay grounded and humble, that is going to be your greatest downfall, So anyway, everything you do, say, how you show up, how you act, like, it's all a reflection of your heart. And ultimately, I don't never, ever want to be an ego-led leader in any industry that I'm in. And I want, when people talk about me, like if they meet me in real life or whatever, I want them to be like, oh my God, she's the same person online that she is in person. And she talked to me and she was kind to me. And she asked me my name and she thanked me for whatever. Like, that's how I want people to think of me. I don't want anyone ever in this lifetime to like meet me like out somewhere and be like, walk away and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe all these years I've looked up to her and she just barely acknowledged me, or she snubbed me, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I share this because I think it's so, so important, because so many people constitute likes and views as their worth. My worth lies in the one and only God. And so if I got 5 likes, I'm still worthy. If I got 100,000 likes, I'm still worthy. And the same goes for all of you. And so anyway, I'm sharing all these thoughts this morning and I'm kind of swirling around, so stay with me. But I'm sharing all of this because what I've also seen, speaking to like specifically direct sales industry, is I have seen people attack other people, and I've seen people just like attacking other companies or talking shit, or like people that used to be friends turn against each other because they've made different decisions. Like, guys, not everything is for everyone. And so you just gotta let people live their life and do what they feel is best for them. I always live by this saying, and I want you guys to remember it the next time you feel like you're about to get caught up in gossip or drama. But what Sally says of Susie says more about Sally than Susie. What does that mean? That means if you are Sally talking shit about Susie, it says more about you. It shows your insecurities, your ego, your lack of leadership, your lack of compassion, your lack of empathy, your insecurity. Like, that is what you're showing people. And in the moment, the wrong people might like it, or the people that you can manipulate, which is really sad, because in the position of leadership, you have the power to manipulate and weaponize fear and things like that to get people to follow you. And it's really sickening when I watch people do this. And I'm just saying it because as I was sitting on the couch watching The House of David, and I'm watching King Saul go mad, and I'm watching him lose everything, his family, he lost sight of all the things that matter because his ego got the best of him. And so I want to challenge all of you this week, everywhere in your life, whatever it is, your relationships, your friendships, your business, your presence online, like, are you being ego-led? Are you also being manipulated? Some of you right now are being manipulated by people who are ego-driven. And I think it's important. It's just important to recognize it, and also to speak up and stand out against it, and to be a better person. Just like, be a good person. You know, I don't really think it's that hard. I think, like I said, there's so many beautiful companies, products, look at this, people, especially in the fitness industry. I think about, oh my gosh, there's so many leaders. There's so many fitness influencers, and they all have their own great brand. something that they can bring to the table and connect with. Guys, there's no shortage. There's no scarcity here. There's so many people in the world. Like, think about all the people in the world. You were not created to connect with every single person. I know that not everybody loves me or my platform. That's all good. I was created and designed to just be my authentic self, and whoever genuinely likes me and connects, we vibe and we stay and we rock out. And those who don't go, but I don't slander or try to attack or say that anyone is less than me because they don't agree with me or because maybe they don't like me. Not everybody likes a squirrel, okay? But the point is, you weren't created to jive with everyone, but you were created to be a good human, to live more like Jesus, to literally have more compassion, more empathy, more grace. Like, I don't know. I just see so many people that are hurting and hurt others. And it's sad. It is. And it's like you have the opportunity to just be better, to do better, to go out there and have a true long-lasting impact. I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter is now at the age where she watches everything I do. I mean, she's always watched everything I've done, but now she's really watching and she's really paying attention. And sometimes when I do these lives, she'll be right there listening to me. Imagine if I'm the leader that shows up online and all I'm doing is bashing other people. What am I teaching her? I'm teaching her that she can be self-righteous, that she is the only way, that she is, the one of true power, and everyone should follow her, and everyone should believe everything she says, and that's the way she should lead. I'm not teaching her to be a good human or a good leader in any capacity. A good leader knows when to just take a pause and just say, you know what? It's all good. I don't know. It's just, I just watch people be freaking savages. I'm going to tell you guys right now, something that happened to me last week, I guess it was. Oh, yeah, not this week that just passed. So I guess it's over a week now. But, I had someone bullying me on the internet. I didn't know who they were, and I didn't bring attention to it, and I didn't post about it because that's not the point. I actually cried, if I'm being completely honest, because it was just mean because this person does not know me, at all. And they don't know my heart, and they don't know my integrity clearly, and whatever. So it was just a moment where I was like, you know what? I'm just not giving energy to this. I'm going to continue to go do what I do and be the light that I am, and I'm going to just I'm not going to let someone else dictate my mood, my happiness, any of it, because the truth is that person's hurting, and they don't need me to come in and attack them and tell them how they're wrong. I just need to continue to go do what I do, lead with grace, love, and be a light. And it is what it is, right? Because my only truth lies in one person, and that's God. That's it. That's it. You know what? When I need to know, am I doing what I was created for? I go to God. When I ask, can you show me where I need work? I go to God. I don't go to the internet. I don't go to friends and say, what do I need to work on? What could I do to be better? I go and ask him because he's the only one who can tell me, right? And so I'm sharing all of this because it's I'm a real human being, okay, guys? And I think sometimes people forget when you're in a position of influence. But I want to remind you that just because I'm an influencer, right, that I'm on here doing my thing, I'm not better than anyone, ever. And I'm a real human being with real emotions. And all I'm trying to do is just continue to share the things I love, spread a little joy and happiness, and inspire and impact as many people as I can to just live a fruitful life. Truthfully. Okay, so this ramble, all of it to say is if you are a leader watching this right now, you're in the industry, whatever industry that is for you. If you're an influencer, if you're a fitness professional, if you're in a workspace, you work a 9 to 5 and you're a leadership position, you're a CEO, corporate manager, you are in network marketing and you're leading a team of people, or you're in network marketing, period. You're a leader, right? You're leading people. If you are ego driven, I challenge you today to do some major reflection. Ask yourself, am I ego driven? Have I spent in this last week, in this last month, ask yourself these questions. Have I gossiped? Have I talked poorly about others? Have I attacked another to try and rise my tide? Have I attacked another person or company or individual or product or way of life that's not my own because I thought that it was going to make me look better? Have I tried to manipulate or weaponize? Ask yourself these things, like truly ask yourself. And when you're doing that reflection, be honest. And then it's okay to say, you know what? I really did do all of that. And it's a little icky. Is that a true reflection of who you want to be? If it is, okay, keep on. But remember, Saul did the same thing. And he lost everything. Not just his kingdom, not just his castle, his family, his well-being. Okay? So if you want to be a Saul, go right ahead. If you think if that's how you think you should live your life, then I want you to go ahead and do that. Okay? But I'm here to tell you today that it's never too late to shift your perspective, to be a better person, to be a better leader, and to just be more kind, like point blank period. Lead with kindness. Just because people don't agree with the same things you agree with, just because someone doesn't like the same things as you, just because, you don't, bottom line, you don't agree, doesn't mean that your answer is right, and it doesn't mean the other people are right. Just means that there's differences. We're all supposed to have different opinions, different stories, different experiences. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. So go live your life doing the things that bring you joy and stop trying to dismantle others or stop thinking that you're better than, because you're not. You're not. And these are all worldly things. Let me just tell you something. Instagram is worldly. It could end tomorrow. What do you have? Okay? Your business, your products, all that. It's worldly. You don't take that shit with you. When you die, you don't take it with you. So ask yourself if while you're here on earth, if how you're really showing up, is it really giving impact? Because you're not just showing up for social media. You're showing up for the people in your life. The community that follows you, the community in real life, for your children. Going back to what I just said, Riley watches me. She watches me do my calls. She watches me lead a business. She hears how I speak about myself and others. And I want to show her how to show up and show out in a non-ego driven way, to lead with heart, compassion, and grace, and to always know that you're not, even when you think you're the best, you're not. So these are just my thoughts today. And obviously we have somebody on here who disagrees, and that's okay. You can disagree. And I'm sharing perspective and thought and inspiration and motivation. And if you're triggered right now, Fakezilla, which it seems like you have a fake account because you have literally no profile and your name is Fakezilla. If you're triggered, that just means you need to look within. You're probably somebody who sits on the web and judges others and speaks poorly, and instead of finding healing, you're attacking. And so what I could do is just offer you a moment of self-reflection. Again, I'm not better than anyone. But I'm not sitting on the internet with a fake account attacking someone who's literally just trying to spread goodness. A good message, the good word. So, those are my thoughts. It's been a while since we've done a live chit chat on real life topics. So I really wanted to come on here because this was heavy on my heart, because I see it every single day right now where people are just being so ego driven and savages instead of just freaking truly loving and leading, All right. This mascara is one of my faves. And hold on. The lash growth serum, guys, it's game changer. This is the one I've been using. I linked it yesterday on stories. My code is 30% off. It is so good. It does not irritate your eyes at all. Literally at all. No redness, no funky discoloring. But look how long. These are my lashes. It looks like I'm wearing false lashes right now. I did use the Lancome primer. I love this stuff. It just like helps, I feel like, keep my lashes lifted. And then this is from Celestia. I have a link for this too. It's their full volume mascara that I really love, but I apply this morning and night. I give it a little shake and I just go on. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Stirk. I don't know what your first name is, but hopefully I didn't jack up your last name, Stirk, but thank you. And thanks for being here and listening. And I think this is also for me too, though. This doesn't mean that I'm like exempt and I know all. This is actually like a moment of reflection for me, because you can get like lost in the sauce, right? Like you can get caught up in the drama or like just life in general, or like being online can be so heavy sometimes. And so I think it's good to have a moment of pause and reflection for all of us. Like not one of us is ever perfect. We're not all going to show up every day perfectly or lead perfectly by example. We're going to fuck up. We're definitely going to fuck up from time to time. And I think that that's okay. And I think like that's the beauty of being able to like really self-reflect and ask yourself like, okay, where do I have room for growth today? Where can I strengthen myself? Where can I be better? Where can I show more grace or compassion? Or if I messed up along the way, if I, maybe for a moment was like mean or a bully or whatever, ego driven or in my head, whatever, how can I grow? Where is there room for growth? And you can do that. And so that's what I do all the time, Thank you for being here. I love new followers. I'm so glad you're here. And I hope you stay. This page is all about, just keeping it real. Just keeping it real, whatever that means. I think I forgot. I think I left in the car. I did. My lip liner that I've been loving and my lippy. You guys, the Dibs lip jams are the jam, pun intended. This one is rhubarb pie. It's in the car. I'm going to show you on stories. I'll have to go get it. But number 3, Dibs liner and any of the jams are so freaking good. So definitely that's an influence. That's a must buy. So good. I love like all things Dibs. I've been using this from Dibs, this palette. Pretty basic. I used the brown mostly. Today I used just like a little bit of the sparkly color or whatever, but I love all things Dibs. I really do. The products are great. Feel great on your face. I gotta fix this hair. I sweat and all I do is blow dry the sweat. I'm not washing it yet. I just got it done, so we don't want to wash it. But I did do the trick everyone told me. I used a little bit of my toner, and then I also used the micellar water, and I was able to get most of the dye you can see off my hairline so it doesn't look crazy. Look at all this hair. So I'm just gonna like fix it up and fluff it, and then I have a call to do here in 20 minutes. So I need to go drink some water and do that. But thanks for tuning in and listening to me. And by no means am I telling you that I'm better than you or I've got it all figured out. I just want to share the thoughts that go through my mind because I know that they're going to help someone and they resonate. And that's the whole purpose, right? It's like showing up with authenticity and realness because that's what inspires others. Just keeping it real. And, again, if you are somebody who is point blank period in the industry, it's a great time for you to pause and reflect and ask yourself, like, are you really leading with a good heart? Or is your ego the enemy leading your way? And ask yourself, how is that going to really make you feel long term? And yes, real friends always check each other. And we real friends here, so we're going to check each other. And if I ever need to be checked, go ahead, check me. You can check me. I've been using Monat since last May. It's been a year. I had a link, but I just don't actively share it. It's one of those things that it's like, I just don't. I'm not like passionate about it, but it is what I use. Like shampoo and conditioner wise, it's just what I've been using. I would say like a couple of my must-haves are, I love the curl spray and the curl cream for when I scrunch my hair and do it wavy and curly, but this right here has been a game changer. It's the Clinical Hair Thinning Defense Growth Serum. I'll put this on at night and massage it in my scalp. And then I do like their dry shampoo. I also really love this dry shampoo. It smells amazing. It's called Day. It's the Fairy Duster Dry Shampoo. do not put it on sweaty hair. Any dry shampoo. You've got to dry it first, like with the blow dryer. This smells so good. And then what I'll do is just like, you see how it's like a powder? I'll just put it in there. I kind of massage it in with my hands. And then you always brush it through. I don't know if you guys know that little trick about dry shampoo, but you are supposed to pull it all the way through. Also on fresh hair, like fresh blowout day, when you style at the end when it's dry shampoo, it'll prolong your blowout. It's a little pro tip. I've had this oil too, Kerastase. I got it at my one hair appointment a couple months ago, and I like to put it on my ends, especially like when I'm trying to keep this blowout look going. I think I'm just gonna put some curls back in and then like a little texture spray, but I don't know. I use the dry shampoo from Money. I use the Fairy Duster one for dry shampoo. I don't always use dry shampoo, but when I do, those are the ones I use. But I really, if you like a spray, if you like a spray dry shampoo, like an aerosol, the Money one's good. If you like the powdery kind of vibe, that Fairy Duster one I just said, like the day one, it's the best smell, like ever. It smells really good. This is also really good. I was influenced. Heavy Cream by Fleur, I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's a hair and body fragrance mist. This one's Heavy Cream. And I also have the vanilla. You mix them, by the way. You mix them, and now you smell like a cake. Body or hair, choking. It's chemicals, or whatever you want to call it. It's not non-toxic. So if you're a non-toxic person, this ain't it. For curls, I use, let me show you. Also, this is the best hair stick ever. I've had a lot of the hair sticks. This one, it's Briogeo Style and Treat. It's their Yuzu Plum Oil Sleek Stick. This is what I use for my slick back bun. So good. And it's another one that smells good too. Amazon. And that's where I got that. I'm like choking on that spray right now, so my air doctor's gonna go off and be like, what are you doing? Okay, so this is the T3. I don't know. I actually don't know which curling iron this is. T3. They sent it to me months and months ago, and I love it. You like make it hotter here. You like, that's how you click it. Go back down, too hot. I don't put it on too hot. And it has a clamp. I do like a clamp. I don't use a wand, but I'll show you guys. We could do a quick little hair curl. I don't really go, let me show you a little trick too. When your hair is short, I don't feel like you really need to like recurl the whole thing. And it could be crazy, but it's gonna fall out anyway because it's short. And I only really put like a bend in it. So I'll do like a couple throughout the middle, and then I just make sure the top is good. And I'm usually good. All right, another little trick while this is heating up is I do thin sections and I rotate directions. So as I curl, I pull down and I leave the end straight. Let me go this way. So I didn't mean to grab that other hair again, but that's all good. All right, so that one was like a curl away from the face, and then I alternate. Usually I don't curl forward when the hair is like right at the front of the head, but back here I'll do like alternate between forward and back. It just gives it a little more texture. I like the way it comes out, and I leave them tight like this till they're cooled, and then I fluff it, and I'll show you that really quickly. So, but this is the curling iron. I have another one by Style, what is the company? Stylecraft. I've had it for forever. I do love it. I also have the Bio, I want to say it's called like Bio Iconic curling iron. Yeah, it does heat really fast. I love the Bio Iconic curling iron for long hair. So this one I'm loving for my short hair, but when I had like really long hair and extensions, it's a black curling iron. It's called Bio Iconic. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it, and it has a long barrel. And that was my favorite with my long hair. I don't really love this one on long hair, even though this is a longer barrel. The other one is even longer, the barrel. So I I do like that one for longer hair. So if you're somebody who has like longer hair, definitely go that route. And then let me find my part because you know my hair is crazy. So I'm gonna do this. What was I gonna say? I do miss having long hair. Yesterday, so I got my hair done yesterday. We did my roots. My grays are wild. They like popped out of nowhere and they're in the middle of my head, so you don't really notice them when they come in because my hair is always parted on the side because of my cowlick. But when I do my bun, I'm like, oh my God, look at these grays. So anyway, I got my roots done and then Sarah trimmed my hair and I'm like, I really want my hair to grow a little bit faster, but then I'm torn because part of me like wants to do a little bit shorter again because I used to love doing the slick back. Were you guys here for that? When I would just wet it with the gel and the water and like do it look like the wet look. That was like my favorite thing to do. And it's like so boss energy. But you have to, this is too long for that. Like if I, if I do it with this hair, it's just too long and it's not the vibe. It'll be like crazy. But anyway, I'm like torn. I want my hair to grow and part of me wants it shorter. So since I don't know what I want and Sarah knows I'm crazy, we just trimmed it. We took 1/2 inch off and trimmed it and gave it a nice little touch up. Let me show you. I'm almost done and then I'll show you what I do. But I just don't know. It's like part of me is like, embrace the shorter hair. It's hot here in Florida. Summer's coming. And the other part is like just trying to get this hair to grow to the length that I want. Because I do feel like I'm in this weird in-between length right now. And I'm just not really a fan. All right, let me see. We're almost there. We're almost there. Take a look around. I don't know. I'm like a jukebox. Maybe that's my ADHD. I say that. It's not a joke. I think like I literally, I probably would be diagnosed with it, but whatever. Self-diagnosing. That's what we do in 2025. Okay. So, all right. So like, see how I just do that? I'll make sure there's not like too many crazies. Like if there's like a big poofy piece hanging out, notice I didn't curl at all much underneath. All right, so now I let it cool and it looks crazy right now. It looks flat, boring, lifeless. While it's cooling, I have this texture spray. It's a dry texture spray. Davinus is the brand. I love it. My Air Doctor does not. Definitely full of chemicals. I give a little spritz. This side is still warm, so I'm gonna give it a second. Get ready, cause here I come. Okay. Let it cool. Yeah. And make sure it's cool. That's also gonna set the bend. If you pull it out before it's cool, you just defeated the whole purpose of putting heat on your hair. All right, so brush it through. And then, like, sometimes you have to go back through and, like, you know, you might have to, like, zhuzh or fix a piece with the curling iron. I have to come out of the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, see, my Air Doctor is going off out there. The Air Doctor is, like, literally the best thing ever if you guys don't have one. By the way, I'm using my wax stick. I put a little on my hand to just try to, like, tame these flyaways. Scrunch a little with it. Especially in the front here. Just got like a little bit of frizzies. Here we go. My shirt is, I think I'm wearing an extra large. I washed and dried it. I think it's an XL. I found it on like Facebook. It came up on my ads. Hold on. I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty sure. It's a large. Okay, it's a large. Rolling Stone since 8033. Love it. Again, I got it on Facebook like an ad. I cannot remember the page, but I'm sure like if you literally Google it, it'll come up. Or now that we're talking about it, when we get off, it'll probably be on your For You page. Okay. We're good. And I love it because I can wear it with bike shorts or whatever. It's so comfortable. It washed really well. I washed and dried it as soon as I got it. And of course, it's just a vibe. I put it on to get ready, but I love this shirt. So that's it. Thanks for coming to my whole talk. This was a long one today, but you know, I felt like I had things to say, and then you guys asked about the hair, so we went through that together. It's been a hot minute, okay, since I've done like a tutorial. And then the back, you can see. So this is like the lived in, I don't know, beachy. Davines. It's Davines. I don't have a link for it because you usually have to find a salon that sells it. I don't think you can get this online, although you might be able to. Check their website. But it's from Italy, smells amazing, manufactured in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. Yeah. It's a dry texture spray. It's really good, smells good. And I like a texture spray for curls. I don't like hairspray at all, really. And you know, like even though I have some frizzies, we're good. That's it. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys.